threatened the White Coat March on College Hall.
Hmm.
The number of votes from the faculty in the medical school could have overwhelmed the university.
Hmm.
And later in December, they called off the merger.
Wow.
Although Arthur was told if he didn't turn it around, they would reinstate it. And I was privy to everything. Privy to everything. And there's some stories I'll tell you, things I did for patients in those days. I'm not going to say anything on this. Yeah. Sometimes, maybe after people die, I'll tell you. So we were going to offered the job as scientific director to Stan from St. Louis. He dies. Dan Korsmeyer.
Oh yeah.
I get in the car, Bill Kelly's limousine. Now, Bill Kelly did reverse site visits, and he went out with an offer letter. Here's your salary, here are your resources, that's it. I get in the car with Bill Kelly, you can't put this in. He says, John, in a minute, I'm going to show you the offer letter I'm giving to Stan Korsmeyer. But by the way, I've revised your entire salary structure. Because I couldn't pay Stan Korsmeyer more than he was going to give me. So that was not till the fall of '88 that I got a decent salary. I'd been here 24 years. Stan turned down the job, and I said to Bill, I'm going after Craig Thompson. He said, you can't get Craig, it's impossible. I said, Bill, you always say go after the best people, and I got Craig Thompson. Nobody else. I got Craig Thompson. And Craig knew Steve, knew Parmacek. Craig and I recruited Carl June and Celeste Simon and everybody else, and it started. Meanwhile, I had to write the core grant in 94, 99, and 2004. Those were terrible years. Writing the core grant because nobody would get their stuff in on time. If it weren't for Bev, I would have died. Lynn was very helpful. Dupont was always late in getting his stuff in. Well written, but late.
Yeah.
Lynn did a great job. Lynn was invaluable. She ran the clinical research unit. Along the way, in '89, we moved into Penn Tower 6, which I designed. Not Steve, I designed Penn Tower 6. Somewhere along the line, I saw the Louder Breast Center at Memorial. We had no money. I went to Bill. I said, I'd like to do a breast center. He said, no. Okay. I said, Bill, how about if I raise every bit of money? Will you give me a floor of Penn Tower? Sure. 3 months later, I came back, signed gift agreements, design, demolition, construction, furniture, everything. He said, okay. Ran, picked up the fabrics. That's how we got the Rowan Breast Center. Then when we ran out of room, remember you had that other half floor?
Yes.
I got a patient to give me $1 million. Went to Gary Scheib, here's $1 million. That's how we got the extra half floor. I had to pay for everything. I had to pay for everything. As cancer center director, nothing. Leonard, in his initial money, paid for all the patient navigators, the VIP program, the psychiatrists, the nutritionists.
Right.
Nothing. Paid for everything.
Yeah.
Until Craig negotiated, they're taking some of those over. There was no cut from chemotherapy. None. There was no money. There was nothing. Everything, and there was no fundraising. Kate Griffel came along in the early 90s, and she and I fundraised. I raised the first $30 million for Perlman before Ray Perlman gave his gift. From my patients. There was no fundraising. Buzz did no fundraising, zero. Sandy did no fundraising, zero. There wasn't a professorship created.
Yeah.
Nothing. They had an endowment from the Robinson Foundation. There was a small endowment in HEMOC. That's why Lynn got the Robinson professorship.
Right.
So Sandy was out after he resigned. Joel and I ran the division. We didn't know shit for 2 years. Steve came in, was a very good administrator, very good physician scientist. Craig came in June of '99. The Abramson gift was absolutely transformed at a time when Penn had no money. Most of us spent 99 to 2001 night and day retaining people.
Is that when the Allegheny thing was happening?
The Allegheny thing happened. That was the selling it. Allegheny was during this time, and Bill was competing with Allegheny.
Yeah.
Mine is which one is bigger. You know, they were buying hospitals. When they bought practices here, the guy who was buying the practice was a lawyer. It was incented by the number of practices, not by whether they were productive or not. Lost $400 million.
Oh my God.
It was a terrible time here. The hospital was filthy. The Hunter group came in. They laid off 1,500 people. The hospital was filthy. It was a horrible, horrible time here. Buckled down. We kept everybody. And then Bill was fired. He was fired. He had hit the loss from Judy Roden, the trustees. Hit the loss. I was at the meeting where the loss was first revealed to Judy Roden. He was fired in February of 2000. Peter Traber became the interim and then quit 6 months later. I was elected by the faculty committee to be on the search committee. Now, I had known Arthur Rubenstein from the American Board of Internal Medicine. And every time I went to Chicago, I stopped in his office and visited him. He and I were friends for a decade. I was on the search committee. Dwight Evans chaired it, but I was running the search committee. Nobody in America wanted the job. Nobody. Arthur was dean of Mount Sinai. And he will tell you, I basically called him up. He told him he had to take the job. Judy offered him the job as dean, and he wisely said, I won't take it unless I'm dean and CEO. And then he had to put up with Robert Martin, this
Right, I remember.
Bible-toting, alcoholic, born-again Christian who opposed this building. Along the way, so this building didn't get approved till Ralph came in 2003. Along the way, I proposed protons to Bill. 94. Spent a month, night and day. It was in his office 2 minutes. No. Gone. So I proposed this building, I proposed protons. And I just waited them out. And when we designed this building, Steve was not a member of the design committee. Or was he? I can't, he may have been, I don't remember. Kevin Mahoney chaired it, you can find that out. So, meanwhile, Steve decided to leave to get the Haverford job, which is his dream job. And they couldn't appoint me as head of the search committee. So they appointed Mike Parmchek, but I ran the search committee. We offered the job to Nancy Davidson.
Yeah, I remember.
She turned it down, fortunately. And then Lynn got the job. And just done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Phenomenal job. Phenomenal. slow